All right, so we're coming into the time where a lot of folks are going to be inside. We've got some bad habits that you may be doing and you want to revise before winter hits us. And I'm going to go through these because there's a bunch of them. Misusing electrical blankets. Never allow pets, by the way, to snuggle up on top. And don't pile additional blankets over an electric blanket. This is based on the fact that house fires are more common than you probably realize. The U.S. Fire Administration reports that in 2020, at least 372,000 homes fires occurred, and the fires resulted in more than 2,600 deaths and 8.6 billion in losses. So it's important. Don't use the electrical blankets. Don't ignore appliances or electronic recalls, which a lot of us do. Don't let dryer lint build up in the dryer. Don't let your laptop overheat. And that could be a problem, especially if you put your laptop on, let's say, a bed and the fan doesn't get any access to air because the blankets are covering the fan ports. That could heat up the laptop. So be aware of that. Don't choose the wrong wattage bulbs, though now with LED bulbs, it's a lot better. You don't have to worry so much about that. Using too many extension cords, I'm guilty of that, where you plug a whole bunch of extension cords in to have access to a variety of outlets. Don't allow dust to gather because the buildup can be a fire hazard in and around electronics, electrical sockets, floor heaters. You want to vacuum those on a regular basis. I know I check my computer on a regular basis, but there is dust that builds up. You want to do some research on how to clean that properly. Don't store batteries improperly. Don't let rodents continue to access your walls because they're going to possibly chew through some wires. You want to check the chimney if you have a fireplace, make sure it's in working order. Don't forget to clean the range hood because if you got oil on that range hood, it could cause a fire. Don't position furniture too close to heating sources. Don't leave candles unattended. We think that's pretty standard that you should know that, but you never know. Don't smoke or vape indoors. And don't step away from the stove if you are cooking, just even for a moment, because something could happen. Don't overlook loose fitting plugs in the wall because they can move around, spark, and then you have a fire. And then not leaving enough clearance around heaters when you're using an external heater. That could be a problem as well. So those are some of the tips to stay safe this holiday season and into the winter of coming up in 2025 and beyond. All right, we go back to Randy Rocky over at Swan Financial. Randy, Amanda, considering buying a home next year, she's not sure how much of a mortgage she can afford. So here are the statistics from Amanda. She's 25. She makes 45,000 a year in this email that she sent us to Bob at WeSellLouisville.com. And she has received a variety of advice from people saying she is not making enough money to buy a home.
Mm-mm.
So, Randy,
Uh,
go ahead.
right. Well, it just depends if she has any other debt. Let's assume she does not. All right. So that means she's averaging about 3,600 a month. She can afford a payment, and it puts it a little tight, but she can afford a payment, around 16 to 1,800 a month,
Uh-huh.
which is equivalent to about a $225,000 house with 3.5% down. Or if you do zero money down, you're looking probably around a 210.
That's not bad. And you can
No,
find plenty of homes as they come on the market.
absolutely. Sure.
But man, I would tell you, you want to align with an agent that you can trust who will get out, as you may have listened to in our previous conversation, who will get out when you need them to show you a home. But align with them so that they can set you up on a search and you can start seeing now, even if it's not until next year, this goes for everybody. Even if you're not buying until next year or beyond, find an agent that you can trust, have them set up a search for you so you're seeing anything that comes on the market in the price range. And you might want to get pre-qualified, at least talk to someone like Randy Rocky to get a
I,
pre-qualification, right?
well, and that's a good point. And I believe these stats. It's a little bit over 50%. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
People out there that are renting that could buy a house and be close to where they're at on payment. Now, again, you still have repairs, and we go through that with you. You should have a little bit put away for those, but it's truly for some reason people feel like it's an intimidating process. And with Bob's team and Lee, with what they do on title and what we do, we really do break it down. And we talked about it earlier in the show. It's
Yeah.
it's it's a lot simpler than it used to be, and it. I think the perception is sometimes not reality. So if you're, a first time home buyer, just give somebody a call and start the process, because you might be surprised what you qualify for and how easy it is to buy a home now.
You got it. A reminder, you can see a rebroadcast or watch it actually on video for today's show. Go to LouisvilleAnswers.com. That's LouisvilleAnswers.com. And an invite for everybody. You would, if you'd like, I don't know if you know this, we do a newsletter twice a month. It's free, no obligation. Go to WeLoveLouisville.com to sign up for our bi-monthly newsletter.